Hi guys, and welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade, and this is what we ate this week. So, pasta bake. Had to think then. And then we had chicken burgers. These are the bird's eye ones. Quick and easy. Not been a good week. Bad chest and all that rubbish. Still lingering. This is a ramen with 5-spice belly pork and a boiled egg. So I'm just doing some little potatoes. This is one of the gusto meals. That ramen was as well. So put the potatoes on. I'm just sorting out the tender stem that they sent. So this is fish. All I've done is put it in the pan and fry it. And this little mixture here is a Chinese inspired mixture. So everything that's been used, including the mixture, is what Gusto sent out. I just followed the instructions. I'm just making sure the fish gets a good coating in that sauce. I know the fish is already cooked because it's flaking. It's really, really simple as well. So the sauce is thickened up now. It was as simple as that, really. Literally put the fish in the pan and cover it. And it was a really different and a really nice tea. So, not something I would have tried without Gusto. Yeah, plenty of fish. Tender stem potatoes. Just some cheese and ham, Kiev's, onion rings. Chips and beans. A beige tea, more or less. And Caitlyn is doing all the vegetables and all the potatoes for Sunday dinner. And there's no pudding this week. I made two. One last Sunday and one in the week. Tray bakes. So I was giving the puddings a rest. And they had a big tub of ice cream. A 2-litre tub of ice cream in the freezer. That had not been touched. So I gave myself a break yesterday and let them have ice cream. So this is my Caitlyn helping out. Amy went with her dad to the park. You can see I'm still there at the side. It was like, I can't remember how to cut it. I was like, oh, blooming heck. So I hung about. The size of these. Absolutely humongous. Look at them. They look like them when they're like that. It's a bit excessive. So I told her to do the best you can. And just split them in half. There she goes, bless her. So we did a few potatoes for the mash, because only the kids and the dog have that. And I'm showing her which way to cut the potatoes now, because we like them different to the way Steve likes them. Steve likes big potatoes roasted. So the ones that are bigger, they'll be Steve's. And it's like, we've got the potatoes out of a fresh bag and they've got things on them, Mum. I says, I know, but you can't blame the farmer or whatever, because they can't see inside the potato, can they? So it's just look at the drawer in it. So yeah, the bigger pieces are Steve's. That's the way we do the roast potatoes in the house. And the smaller pieces, me and the kids prefer. So she's just learning to make sure that she has at least one big flat edge. And she's doing the potatoes. I'll probably have to remind her again next time. So I can't remember if it was leg or shoulder, you know. I bought one big piece. I'm going to have to check, because I'm sure I got it at Easter and frozen. And I cut it into two. And this turned out so good. Usually with leg or shoulder you get a big fatty bit running through it, and it really puts me off. That's why I tend to buy pork loin. But this was so good. So just making sure Steve and Caitlyn get their crackling. Crackling goes to those two. To dry off the crackling, that's the main thing. Dry it, like I did with a clean tea towel. Just make sure you put the tea towel in the wash. So I tried some different stuff in. Usually I have sage and onion. But for some reason I ordered a different one. Last time I did an online shop. And it was garlic and herb. I was actually a bit worried about these, because I wasn't sure if I would like them, let alone anyone else in the house. Everyone had them. No one complained. I was quite surprised. So I used a box of that. That blooming fly, I tell you. I like living out in the sticks. But the problem with it is, being surrounded by farms, you get flies. And they drive you nuts. I've got all sorts of things in the house to try and stop them, but yeah, they still sneak through. Anyway, enough of me complaining about the fly that was following me for half the day. I will say, Caitlyn got it with a zapper. So yeah, I added 4 Lincolnshire sausages to this, and a heaping tablespoon of chunked applesauce. So that's what I added into my stuffing. And with my usual delicate, practiced self, I just dumped them into the thingy after I'd rolled them. And they'll go in the fridge now until I need them. That was the pork when it came out. Always save your juices in a pan. You'll want these juices for your gravy. Nice and crackling. Steve was on that 5 minutes after it was out. Potatoes that Caitlyn did earlier that morning. For the roasters. I'm just going to coat them. The pan has already been sprayed. When I was dishing up and everyone was sat down for the tea, Caitlyn ate a roast potato and started gagging. Oh, I can't eat that. That's disgusting. No way was that a roast potato, she says. That was one of them white carrots. I'd accidentally given her a parsnip instead of a roast potato. She was not amused. None of us like him except for Steve. Amy was sat there laughing. And that was our tea. Yorkshire puddings are homemade. They were saved from last week. Out of one tray I get 3 meals worth, and that was the pork. It was really nice. No fatty lumps. So yeah, it was money well spent on that pork. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. It helps tremendously. Chat to me down in the comments if you want to. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.